What's up, everybody? Spunky 991 coming to my schedule prediction. No Thursday night football games on this week. I believe the last Thursday night football game was last week, so no Thursday night football games. But we do have two Saturday games to start the week 16 up. You guys know how I do this. I go over the schedule. All 32 teams. I give my thoughts, and I say my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, for last. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Saturday, December 23rd, 4:30 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network, you have the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. Right now, the Colts are just a mess right now. I think it's safe to say that Chuck Pagano is going to be fired after this year. I think it's time for him to go. I think he's going to be fired by the Colts. He's going against his former team that he was a defensive coordinator for the Ravens. You know, the Colts obviously years ago used to be in Baltimore. They used to be the Baltimore Colts. People in Baltimore can't stand the Colts because of, the Colts moving out of Baltimore, moving in the middle of the night. This game, obviously, you got Jacoby Brissett at quarterback for the Colts. You have T.Y. Hilton at wide receiver. You have Frank Gore at running back for them as well. Ravens, of course, have quarterback Joe Flacco. They have Wallace and Macklin at wide receiver. Eric Weddle is at safety for them. This game is going to be playing in Baltimore. Right now, I have no confidence whatsoever in the Colts. Right now, the Colts are just a complete mess. Like I said, I would not be surprised if this is it. Well, this is his last year for Chuck Pagano, a head coach for the Colts. So yeah, man, I got the Ravens beating the Colts in Baltimore. Next game, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC. You have the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. This game has a lot of implications for my Eagles because if the Vikings lose, the Eagles secure the #1 seed throughout the playoffs, NFC playoffs. The Packers announced that they're putting quarterback Aaron Rodgers on injured reserve. He played one game against the Panthers last week. In a loss, their season's over with, so they're putting him on injured reserve for the rest of the year, which means that Brett Hundley will be starting at quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. The Vikings are, of course, led by Case Keenum at quarterback. The Packers, of course, are led by right now it's Brett Hundley back at quarterback for them. They have Jordan Nelson, Randy Cobb at a wide receiver. They have Clay Matthews at linebacker. I'm rooting for the Packers to win this game, but with no Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna take the safe bet. I'm gonna pick the Vikings to win this game, but I'm hoping that the Packers go out there and play one hell of a game and get this W. But I'm gonna pick the Vikings to win this game. So yeah, I had the Vikings beating the Green Bay Packers on Saturday night. Now for the Sunday games, you have 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Detroit Lions at the Cincinnati Bengals. Detroit Lions, of course, are led by quarterback Matthew Stafford. They have Golden Tate, wide receiver. The Cincinnati Bengals, they announced that head coach Marvin Lewis will not be returning to Cincinnati, which means that his tenure as the second longest head coach in the NFL, it comes to an end after this year. The Bengals have just been a complete mess this year, man. They just have not been able to get together, and they've been a mess. They're led by quarterback Andy Dalton. They're led by Joe Mixon at running back. They have at wide receiver AJ Green. This game, I'm going with the Detroit Lions to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. So yes, I have Detroit Lions beating the Bengals. Next game, 1:30 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the Miami Dolphins at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Miami Dolphins, of course, are led by quarterback Jay Cutler. They have Stills and Landry at wide receiver. The Kansas City Chiefs getting the win against the Los Angeles Chargers last Saturday night. They are led by quarterback Alex Smith. They have Tyreek Hill, wide receiver. They have Kareem Hunt at running back. They have Houston at linebacker. This game could go either way, but it's in Kansas City, so I'm gonna take the safe bet. I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Miami Dolphins at home. I have the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Miami Dolphins. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS, you have the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. Buffalo Bills are led by quarterback Tyrod Taylor. They have LaShawn McCoy at running back. They have at wide receiver, they have Benjamin. I'm not sure about Jordan Matthews if he's playing or not. The New England Patriots, of course, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers, come back behind, winning the controversial way, but getting the win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have Tom Brady at quarterback. They have Hogan, Amendola, and Cooks at wide receiver. They have Gronk at tight end. This game's being played in New England, so I'm going with the Patriots to beat the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I'm picking the Patriots to beat the Buffalo Bills in New England. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS, you have the Cleveland Browns at the Cleveland Browns. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You got the Cleveland Browns at the Chicago Bears. The Browns right now, man, I have no confidence whatsoever in the Browns. They look like they could possibly go 0-16 this year. You know, I picked them to win at least one game this year. I thought they would. I did not think they were going 0-16. But they seem to be allergic to winning. Like, they seem to, like, literally allergic to winning. Like, they have a game that they have wrapped up pretty much. They have this game where they have won. But then they find a way in typical Browns fashion to screw it up. You know, that's what the Browns do, man. And I feel so sorry for that fan base, man. Just so much suffering that fan base has had to go through. And they have a very incompetent front office. So they just seem to be allergic to winning. They just can't, they just don't, winning is just not, you know, it's not possible for them, it seems like it, you know. Like I said, they have a couple games this year where they should have won the game, but they found a way to screw it up and give the other team the win. So it's hard to ever pick the Browns to win anything right now. And I think they could lose this game, but then lose their last game and go 0-16 for the year. They are led by Kaiser at quarterback. They're led by Gordon at wide receiver. The Bears are led by quarterback Mr. Trubisky. They have Tariq Cohen and they have Jordan Howard at running back. This game, like I said, man, the Browns, I just have no confidence in the Browns whatsoever. I think they're gonna be on 15 after this week, and I think they're possibly going on 16. So I'm picking the Bears to win this game in Chicago. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers, they've been a mess this year too, man. Like, a lot of people were saying they were gonna be Super Bowl contenders this year, and they've been the complete opposite of that. You know, they've been a complete mess. The media overhyped the hell out of them during the offseason. They're led by quarterback Jameis Winston. They have Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans at wide receiver, Doug Martin at running back, McCoy at defensive tackle. The Carolina Panthers are led by Cam Newton. They got the victory against the Green Bay Packers last week. Like I said, Cam Newton at quarterback, McCaffrey at running back, Funches at wide receiver, Greg Olsen at tight end. Who else do they have over there? I'm trying to think who else. I know I'm leaving out like at least one more big name. I'm trying to think. One more big name I might be leaving out. I can't remember, but yeah. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, this game is being played in Charlotte, and I'm picking the Carolina Panthers to win this game. So yeah, I got the Carolina Panthers beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox, you have the Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. Falcons getting the win on Monday Night Football. The Saints, they won last week as well. The Falcons are led by quarterback Matt Ryan. They're led by Julio Jones at wide receiver, Trufant in corner. The Saints are led by quarterback Drew Brees. They have Ingram and Kamara at running back. They also have Ted Ginn Jr. at wide receiver. This game is being played in New Orleans, and the last time these two teams met, the Falcons, of course, got the win. I think that was Monday Night Football as well, or it was Thursday Night Football. Excuse me. This is going to be a great battle, a very great NFC South battle. I'm picking the Saints to win this game at home. Next game, you have the Denver Broncos at the Washington Redskins, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The Broncos are led by, I believe, Trevor Siemian back at quarterback. I don't know. You know, the Broncos, they've been through so many damn quarterbacks this year, man. Just so many quarterbacks they've been through this year, man. So I don't know who the hell's playing quarterback for them right now. But I believe it's Trevor Siemian. Their season's just been a complete mess all year. They just have not been able to find that stability at quarterback and offense. Like I said, I believe it's Trevor Siemian at quarterback, C.J. Anderson, Jamal Charles at running back, Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas at wide receiver. They have Von Miller at linebacker. They have Harris and Talib at corner. With all this talent, with all this talent this team has right now, man, the Broncos very talented roster. They should not be where they're at right now. They just gotta find that. They gotta find that true franchise quarterback. The Washington Redskins have been a mess this year too. Kirk Cousins, I believe, is going to be his last year in Washington. I think he's going to be going after this year. They're led by Kirk Cousins at quarterback. They have Crowder at wide receiver. They have Davis at tight end. This game's being played in Washington. It could go either way, but I'm gonna pick the Washington Redskins to win this game. I'm gonna pick the Washington Redskins to beat the Denver Broncos. But like I said, that game could go either way. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox, you have the Los Angeles Rams at the Tennessee Titans. I picked the Rams to beat the Seahawks last week, but I did not expect them to blow the Seahawks out the way they did. That was just an absolute blowout, and I did not expect that. But the Rams, of course, are led by Jared Goff at quarterback. They have Todd Gurley at running back. Walker's at wide receiver. Tennessee Titans are led by Marcus Mariota at quarterback. DeMarco Murray at running back. They have Davis and Decker at wide receiver. This game's being played. In Tennessee. This game can actually be a pretty exciting game. I think it could be a pretty good game, but I'm picking the Rams to beat the Titans in Tennessee. I think they will win it. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The Los Angeles Chargers at the New York Jets. This game is on CBS, I said. The Chargers they lost to the Chiefs. The Jets they lost their game as well last week. The Chargers, led by quarterback Phillip Rivers. They have Williams at wide receiver. They have Gates at tight end. The Jets are led by quarterback McCown. I'm going to pick the Chargers to win this game. I think the Chargers will beat the Jets in New York, so I'm picking the Chargers to win this game. Next game, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern on CBS, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the San Francisco 49ers. Jacksonville Jaguars clinching their first playoff berth since 2007, so congrats to them. They've been through quite a bit of years of struggling, so congrats to Jaguar fans for clinching your first ticket to the playoffs since 2007. Congrats to you. 49ers are, the resurgent 49ers. They're looking a lot more competitive now with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. They could be a really good team to watch out for in the NFC next year. We'll see, but they're looking a much more competitive, a lot better team with Garoppolo at quarterback. The Jaguars have Blake Bortles at quarterback. They have Fournette at running back, Robinson at wide receiver, Ramsey at corner. The 49ers, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. They have Pierre Garçon at wide receiver. They have Carlos Hyde at running back. This game's being played in San Francisco. I think it could, Santa Clara. I think it could be a good game, but I'm going to pick the Jaguars to go beat the 49ers. I got the Jaguars win that game. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Seattle Seahawks at the Dallas Cowboys. Seattle Seahawks getting blown out by the Rams last week. I was not expecting them. I expect them to lose the game, but I did not expect them to get blown out like that. They're led by Russell Wilson at quarterback. They have Rawls and who else they have over there? I forgot the dude's name. Dude from Green Bay with the dress. I forgot his name. But both of them at running back. We all know the Legion of Boom has been pretty injury. It's been hit with injuries this year. They still have Thomas and Chancellor at corner. They have Chancellor, Thomas and No, Chance is out for the year. He's out for the year. Thomas is at safety. They have Byron Maxwell at corner. This game, let's see, the Dallas Cowboys are led by quarterback. They're led by quarterback Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott making his return after 6-game suspension, so Zeke is back at running back. They have Jason Witten at tight end. Dez Bryant at wide receiver. This game is going to be played in Dallas, but I'm picking the Seahawks to go beat the Dallas Cowboys and pretty much officially end their playoff hopes. You know, their playoff hopes are very slim anyway, but I think that the Seahawks will put that final nail in their coffin, and I have them beating the Dallas Cowboys. So, yes, I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to go into Dallas. They're going to be pissed off the way they lost last week, in that blowout fashion. So I'm picking them to go. I'm picking them to go take their anger out on the Cowboys to win this game. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals. New York Giants, of course, losing to my Eagles in a game that shouldn't have been as close as it was. Let's just be honest. But the Giants, they gave us a fight, but we still won the game at the end. Arizona Cardinals. I think they put Adrian Peterson on injury reserve for the rest of the year, so he's done. I believe their quarterback right now is Stanton, I believe. They have, of course, Larry Fitzgerald. That man puts the L in loyalty. He's very loyal. New York Giants are led by Eli Manning at quarterback, King at wide receiver, Sterling Shepard at wide receiver, Ingram at tight end. I don't think Landon Collins is playing for them. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure there. I'm not sure if Eli Apple's playing either, or Janoris Jenkins. To be honest with you, this game's being played in Arizona, but I'm gonna pick the Giants to win this game. I'm picking the Giants to go into Arizona and beat the Cardinals. For the Monday night games to finish off the Week 16, the first game 4:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC NFL Network. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Houston Texans. The Pittsburgh Steelers losing in a controversial way against the Patriots on Sunday. The Texans getting blown out by the Jacksonville Jaguars, which, of course, Jaguars, congrats you guys again for clinching your first playoff berth since 2007. The Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, are led by quarterback Big Ben Roethlisberger, Juju Schuster. They lost Antonio Brown for the rest of the year, which is tough for them. They're led by Le'Veon Bell at running back. They got Martavius Bryant at wide receiver. As for the Houston Texans, they have Savage at quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. They have Jadeveon Clowney at defensive end. This game's being played in Houston, but I'm picking the Steelers to go into Houston and beat the Texans. Next game, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, you have the Oakland Raiders at the Philadelphia Eagles. My Philadelphia Eagles. The Raiders lose to the Cowboys. Lose to the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. They're led by quarterback Derek Carr. Excuse me, David Carr. Excuse me. Yeah, I am right. Derek Carr. Is it Derek? Damn. Now I'm a little confused. I think it's Derek Carr, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong with that. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're led by quarterback Carr. They're led by Cooper at wide receiver. Khalil Mack at linebacker. My Philadelphia Eagles are led by quarterback Nick Foles. We have Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith, Nelson Aguilar, Matt Collins at wide receiver. We have at tight end, of course, we have Zach Ertz, Trey Burton, Brent Selleck. Our defense, of course, they've been struggling the past 3 weeks. They got to get it together, man, play some much better defense. They're playing, of course, we got Jenkins and McLeod at safety. The defensive line, which is our strength on defense, got to play better. Vinny Curry, Chris Long, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Timmy Jernigan, all those boys, man. You guys know they got to play better, man. They got to play better. This game is going to be Christmas night game. Gotta play better, man. Gotta go out there and get this W. This game is very important for us. If the Vikings do beat the Packers, so we gotta go out there and handle our business. On I'm gonna pick my Eagles to win this game. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm gonna pick my Eagles to win this game. So, boys, don't disappoint me. Do not disappoint me. Go out there and get this W. So there you have it, man. I have my Philadelphia Eagles at home beating the Oakland Raiders. And that's it, man. That's Week 16 schedule. If you have your own schedule prediction, of course, leave it in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you're new, of course, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, like, comment, man. I'll see you guys later. I'll come out with my schedule prediction video probably tomorrow. Sorry, I'm getting this video out a day late, but you know, had some things I had to do yesterday. But yeah, man, that's it, man. That's my schedule prediction. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. With that said, Spunky 991 is signing out. Peace.